Hello everyone, today's topic is descriptive essay writing, where you are asked to write on the topic book reading is a dying phenomenon of life nowadays. Throw light on the factors responsible for it and give suggestions for its improvement. So let us start with the essay. The waning popularity of book reading in contemporary society is a lamentable trend that necessitates scrutiny and rectification. Here, the waning came from the word wane, W-A-N-E, which means to disappear, to diminish, to dwindle, or to decline. So, here the popularity of book reading is dwindling or diminishing or disappearing in the contemporary society, and this is a lamentable trend. Here the word lamentable means awful, deplorable, grievous, or you can say a very sad trend that necessitates means requires scrutiny. Scrutiny means what? Scrutiny means a detailed examination or survey and rectification, so that this waning popularity means declining popularity of book reading in this society can be curtailed or mitigated. The erstwhile penchant for devouring books has given way to a plethora of distractions, culminating in a decline in reading habits. So, here the word erstwhile means we are talking about earlier days or the past situation where penchant for devouring books. Penchant means what? Liking, fondness for devouring in the sense reading books has given way to plethora of distraction. Plethora means what? Abundance, surfeit, or profusion means many, abundance, excess of distraction or hindrance has came in the way of reading books, and these distractions are culminating or leading towards the decline in reading habits among the society. In the next para, you are going to mention the reason or the causes behind this decline in reading habits. So let's start. One of the primary factors contributing to this decline is the proliferation of digital media. Here we are mentioning that one of the cause of this decline is proliferation. Proliferation means what? Mushrooming or growth or increasing or intensifying, or you can say that expansion of digital media, or you can say the ease of availability of this digital media is one of the reason or one of the cause in the decline of reading habits. Next we will mention the ubiquity of smartphones, tablets and e-readers has led to a shift in the way people consume information. So ubiquity, what is the meaning of the word ubiquity? Ubiquity means the fact that which is appearing everywhere or very common, or you can say omnipresence, or the thing which is available everywhere. So here the availability of smartphones, tablets and e-readers has led to a shift in the way people consume information or changed the way people used to get or collect information in the earlier days. Nowadays, due to this availability of these devices, people don't refer to the traditional methods of collecting information. For example, people used to refer to the newspaper in the early morning to get the headlines, but nowadays they can just go through the news apps. Those will give them or provide them the highlighted or the headlines of the news very easily and in the precise format. So next we will mention the ease of access to bite-sized visually oriented content has rendered traditional book reading seemingly archaic. So here, due to this easy access of this bite size, that means the precise way of information, you need not to go through the huge text or lengthy text to conclude what is written in the text. You will get everything precise so that you can understand easily. Visually oriented content, that means in the old books what you will find, the writings are either in colorful way or black and white and with some pictures. But nowadays, if we just go through this YouTubes or this devices where you are going to study the topics in the visually oriented format, or you can even get the video solutions of the topics in animated formats as well. And due to this, people are not going through the traditional methods of book reading to get or collect informations. So this traditional method of book reading is becoming obsolete or old fashioned or out of date nowadays. Next, we will mention, moreover, the constant stream of notifications and updates from the social media platforms has conditioned individuals to expect instant gratification, making the immersive, time-consuming nature of book reading increasingly unappealing. Or instant updates from the social media to get the conclusion of the book in very precise manner, and this are going to save their time, and this is the reason behind the unappealing or avoidance of book reading. So these are the causes of the decline in book reading that we have mentioned in this particular paragraph. In the next para, we will mention another significant factor is the dearth of reading culture in many educational institutions. So another factor that is leading to the decline in reading habits is the dearth or lack, scarcity or shortage, or you can say the shortfall or deficiency of reading culture in many educational institutions. The emphasis on standardized testing and rote learning has led to a neglect of literary education, leaving students without a solid foundation in reading and appreciation of literature. So, due to this emphasis on the standardized testing, that is, repetition of traditional questions in the exam, the students are going to the rote method of memorizing. Means they are repeating the text what is given and memorizing the thing and writing in the exam without understanding the text properly. And this are leading to neglect the literary education. So, there not getting the literary education properly, or they cannot understand the concept clearly, leaving the students without a solid foundation in reading and appreciation of literature. So the students are not having the solid base of reading, and by that they are not able to acquire the importance, or they could not appreciate the literature which is provided to them, because they are not able to conclude and understand by reading. This lack of exposure to diverse literary genres and styles has resulted in a diminished interest in reading for pleasure. So, due to this lack of exposure, as they are not used to with this diversified literary genres, means classification of literatures and styles, so this has resulted in decline in the interest of their reading for pleasure or satisfaction. Instead of that, they just go through or read the books to score better in the exam, or as they are forced to by their parents to read. Next, I will mention the ascendancy of audiovisual media such as Netflix, YouTube, and broadcast has also played a role in the decline of book reading. So, due to the increase in this audiovisual media like YouTube, Netflix, and so on, these are also the cause behind the decline in reading books. The convenience and accessibility of this platform have made them increasingly popular, leading many to opt for passive consumption of information rather than engaging with written text. So, as these platforms are easily available and easily accessible, so people just trend towards those to get the information or the passive information. That is, instead of reading and concluding the fact, they just depend on the teachers available in this platform, and those teachers explain those context to them, and they can easily understand the written text in the passive format. So in the next para, you will mention to arrest this decline and revitalize the culture of book reading. Several measures can be taken. So to arrest, that means to stop this decline in book reading, or revitalize means to increase the culture of book reading. You can take several measures. Those are going to be very helpful. So firstly, educational institutions must prioritize literary education, incorporating diverse texts and authors in curricula to foster a love of reading in students. So first thing that educational institutions must do, that is they have to prioritize the literary education, incorporating or including diverse text and authors into the curriculum, so that they can foster a love of reading among the students. Secondly, public libraries and bookstores can host reading events, author talks, and book clubs to create a sense of community among readers. Thirdly, digital platform can be leveraged to promote reading with apps and website offering personalized book recommendations, reading challenges, and interactive discussions. So these are the things which we can implement to mitigate the problem of declining book reading. Furthermore, parents and caregivers can play a vital role in instilling a love of reading in children. By reading aloud to them, discussing books, and setting aside dedicated time for reading, they can help create a culture of reading in home. So parents has to instill the love of reading among the children by reading aloud before them, or discussing about the books, or keeping aside or keeping some time separately for reading. By doing this, they can instill the love of reading among the children. As we have started the essay with an introduction, next we have provided some of the reason behind the decline in reading books, and we have also mentioned the points that can be taken to mitigate this problem of declining book reading. Now let us conclude our essay with a conclusion. The decline of book reading is a complex issue with multiple factors at play. So this decline in book reading is a complex matter where multiple factors or multiple reasons are involved. However, by acknowledging these factors and implementing strategies to promote reading, so we need to acknowledge or solve this reason, or we need to face this problem, and along with that you need to implement different strategies so that we can promote reading. By doing so, we can work towards revitalizing this essential aspect of cultural heritage. So with this, we come to the end of this particular video. If you find the content of this video helpful, do like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And to get notification of newly uploaded important videos of our channel, you need to click on the bell icon.